What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and today we got some more Bears franchise here in ESPN NFL 2K5. We got to recap the regular season, man. In Week 16, the boy Wells, 2 tackles, 2 picks, and 2 touchdowns. He had the 2 for 2 for 2 deal back in the day when you could get like a double cheeseburger for $2 from McDonald's. Those days are long gone. Anyways, in Week 17, that's when we played the Detroit Lions. That was at the end of our last episode. You can see that the Niners receiving game, passing game, totally on point to say the least. When it comes to the most valuable player, it goes to the homeboy Tom Brady. He had a phenomenal year, 4,364 yards, 28 TDs passing. Aaron Brooks, he was up there. He had about 30 TDs. He probably had a bunch of yards rushing as well. Edward Reed, defensive player of the year. We all know him as Ed. And then our kicker, Armando Cruz, rookie of the year. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Do you see that on your screen? Your boy can kick field goals, okay? But no, nonetheless, though, at the end of the day, we had a pretty good year kicking. I did realize that it had a lot to do with the bad snaps is why we had bad kicks, not necessarily his accuracy. So big ups to him. And then Osborne from the Cleveland Browns, he is your rushing title king. All right, over 1,500 yards rushing for him. Lindsey, 20 TDs, 16 interceptions. As a team, though, we had 21 interceptions and 20 TDs. I mean, hey, it wouldn't be a Coach Dawkins production without me doing a whole bunch of foolery when it came to passing the football. You feel me, all right? When it comes to rushing, you saw it, all right? In what, 4 games, LJ had about 400 yards rushing. He was just under 4 yards per carry. So again, I touched the sliders to help me run the ball. And you know what? Hey, it's still not the greatest rushing attack in the world, but again, it just affected everything else. But hey, it's better than 2 yards per carry, because without me adjusting the sliders, we would not even be close to 4 yards per carry. And so yeah, but again, I talked about all that in my last episode. We're not going to go on with that rant. We are going to be moving on to the postseason after this episode. Look at those sacks. Haynes, 25.5. Harris, 19.5 by a D tackle. Is that the most ever for a D tackle? Somebody help me out. Like, for real, somebody help me out. How much is the record for D tackles and most sacks? I know that Dana Stubblefield won here with the Niners. He had a whole bunch of sacks. Warren Sapp, obviously, but like at a D tackle, that's crazy. And now Beck and Garcia, they got garbage time. Not garbage time. Both the quarterbacks got hurt in that game, so they're the highest QB rated. It doesn't matter. The real guy is Tom Brady. All right, 73% completion percentage, over 4,300 yards, 28 TDs. He's the best quarterback in the land. Most TDs, though, goes to Rivera, as you see right there, of the Kansas City Chiefs. Clayton Osborne, he is the #1 rusher. We already know this. When it comes to touchdowns, Fred Taylor is right underneath him with 12 of those things. Santana Moss did his thing, but Hansen, averaging 17.8 yards per catch, is tops with over 1,200 yards. Stallworth and Terrell Owens, one from the University of Tennessee, the other one from the University of Tennessee, Chattanooga. They both had 10 touchdown receptions. That's a good look for them. And of course, sacks, it is Haynes, then second is Freeney and Harris, and then Peppers right under them. So, I mean, hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Tillman, 35 passes defended, 11 interceptions for Wells, one better than Buchanan from the University of Miami. 5 TDs, though. Briggs, he had 2. I mean, the defense was absolutely balling. Most sacks, most tackle for losses, most passes defended, most picks, and most pick sixes. But Edward Reed, he did lead the league in forced fumbles. The Bears, we have clinched a first-round bye. I do not know the order exactly because we have the same record as the Bucks. So I'm not quite sure if we're the first seed or the second seed. I'll probably check that out before we actually play the games in our next episode. But the Bengals, they won and they clinched their playoff bye. So did the Titans, and the Dolphins and Chiefs won their respective divisions. Now in the wild card round, the Ravens over the Chiefs. The Pittsburgh Steelers fall to the Dolphins. The Seattle Seahawks over Philadelphia, and the St. Louis Rams beat the New York Football Giants. So that sucks for them. So, divisional round. Rams, Bucks, Seahawks, Bears, Dolphins, Titans, Ravens, Bengals. Should be a good divisional round. To me, it's the best weekend in football. I mean, the wild card weekend nowadays is pretty dope, but you know, traditionally, it's this weekend. Anyways, I'm gonna get out of here. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace, love, hot sauce.